stabbing of those 2 children, one fatally in Brooklyn, still on the loose. The NYPD has released this sketch. Yes, they want to try and find him. They need your help. This community is angry. The reason why? 6-year-old Prince Joshua Avito and 7-year-old Michaela Capers were in the elevator at the Boulevard houses when they were attacked by a man with a kitchen knife. Avito was killed and Capers critically injured. Charles Barron is a former city councilman. Inez Barron is a city councilwoman. They're here with the latest to help us make sense of this tragedy. We hear it once again. It enrages us. I want us to take a live picture right now of the makeshift memorial and give us a tenor of what the community is feeling, especially that vigil. You can almost feel the anger.
It's almost collective outrage. You can't even measure the anger, the outrage of our community, because for years, people in public housing have been neglected and been treated wrong by the police department, wrong by the city. We've been wrong by so many. How about repairing our housing? How about job development? How about making sure we have the cameras? I put $500,000 for cameras in that very development. 15 cameras last July. Not a single camera is up as we speak.
So in public buildings, how many cameras are in public buildings have been installed as a result of the bill that you introduced in July?
Well, none have been installed in that particular, but 162, over 330 some odd public housing developments. Maybe 160 plus have been in the developments. It only costs $200 million to do all the housing. You got money for Yankee Stadium and the Nets Arena, then have money for us.
Well, why does it feels like we're coming back to this again. The community feels it's been forgotten, but there's such a mistrust between the NYPD and the community. So why can't we fill in the blanks and create some sort of coming together?
We certainly are working to do that, but we first want to make sure we publicly acknowledge and give our condolences to all the families that are involved in this horrific situation.
Absolutely.
And we're addressing the issue through community policing. There's an organization that's called Man Up, which is headed by Brother Andre T. Mitchell, and he's been very much involved over the last 6-7 years with policing his organization through the community. And they had a period of over 367 days when there was not one shooting in the designated area that they patrol.
Well, we were just showing the pictures of 6-year-old Prince Joshua Avito and 7-year-old Michaela Capers, and of course the fatal stabbing of 18-year-old Tanya Copeland over the weekend. I mean, this is just ridiculous. I mean, she was just going to go get ice cream, money for ice cream. These are innocent children.
Innocent children.
What is it about this case that has enraged the community even more? Because, you know, we hear about East New York. We've covered this before, this story. What is it about this particular case? The children,
the age,
innocence.
How horrific this condition was.
Stabbed
innocent
15
children.
times?
Yes, unprovoked. Innocent children, and the community is coming together with a sense of renewal and recommitment to what it is to be a community. There are several memorials, and we're going to honor these children going forward.
You're saying the cameras need to be installed. What can we do to get them installed?
Well, they're going to move on it now. They have new management, new leadership in nature, and we're hoping they move right now. They would not have moved on it. 2009, I put in $500,000 for pink houses. It took them to 2013 to put the cameras in. 4 years.
But we all know
it doesn't make sense.
Well, has the mayor reached out to you guys? Has the police commissioner reached out to you guys?
They went to the site, took their pictures, had their photo ops, was at the site. They have not reached out to the family yet. I said, where is the mayor? Don't send a representative. You come, mayor. They haven't reached out to the family yet.
The chair of NYCHA reached out to me.
Yes.
But we want them to connect with the families.
Is the community forgotten?
Absolutely. We are left out, forgotten, neglected community, and we're not having that anymore. If you can pay attention to Manhattan and building stuff in Manhattan, then you're going to build up East New York. It has to come to our community as well. This is a forgotten community because 80% of the people of the 400,000 residents are black and Latino.
Yeah, I got it. I hear you, and I can hear your outrage, and I completely comply with it. But there is got to be culpability within the community and the NYPD working together to do this, too. And I don't know necessarily, yes, cameras would be a right thing, because we all seen surveillance videos where we've been able to nab those perpetrators, get them off the street, and that is one piece of the puzzle. The other piece of the puzzle, and you and I know this, the buildings have eyes. So somebody knows where this guy is.
I think that's how we were able to get as far we've gotten in terms of having a sketch. So the community is coming together and supporting this family and looking to see how we're going to improve the conditions from our end of what we can do.
And then we got to tell our community, we have a responsibility too. You all got to stop, put down the guns, pick up some books, and stop the violence on ourselves as well as stop the violence of the system's neglect.
Absolutely. It is definitely twofold, and the change has to begin with us and then the rest of us, lawmakers, the television stations.
Hold the system accountable.
Hold the system accountable.
That's right.
That's what we do.
Good.
Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for giving us perspective. Also, we want to tell you, let's put a picture of this suspect up. Anyone who has leads on this guy, find out who he is. Crime Stoppers, 1-800-577-TIPS. You can also go online to www.crimestoppers.com. All tips are anonymous, everybody. So let's get them off the street. Let's get justice for those kids who lost their lives. 7:39, Corey.